defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Play action now. Cousins. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And he's going to go down again. Muhammad Wilkerson. He's the one to get him this time. And back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Ryan Quigley now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And it's fielded at the 34. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Packers will have a short field. To work with here as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st down, Rodgers. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Rodgers hands to Montgomery. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Hurry up, hurry up. We got three. Hey, check 26.
shotgun now for Rodgers. And left side here, it's Graham. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Cousins now to throw on first down. Going deep for Diggs. And that's caught inside the 30. A gain of 39 that time.
Really good recognition of the offensive line of the blitz. They picked it up, allowed for more time to throw the ball deep downfield, and a big-time completion.
A first down throw for Cousins. And complete. Right side to tight end Rudolph. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. To the air again, it's Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. A first down for Minnesota. Cousins finding Thielen. First red zone chance now for the Vikings. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. From the red zone now, Cousins. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And Forbath will put this one through. And with that, they'll take a 2-point lead here in quarter number 2. Now, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now the Packers get set to go. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
319!
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
319! All right.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. It's caught outright by Graham. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
The Packers on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
319!
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Over the middle, complete. It's Cobb. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. And now out comes Minnesota. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they brought the pressure there just right up the gut, didn't they?
Yeah, they certainly did. And, you know, when you've got so many different responsibilities as an offensive line, you got to deal with the nose tackle, the 2 defensive tackles or ends, and then sometimes you just can't account for everyone. The linebacker slipped free.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Cousins now on 2nd down. He's going to float this over the middle deep. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Vikings. Tyler Conklin, 47 yards. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Vikings. Forbath able to convert the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Forbath out to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
319!
They go play action here on 1st down. That's caught by Montgomery. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Here's Rodgers. Busts through the tackle. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball. A little dangerous. Could have been picked. Now it's third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
319!
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Sherrills to return it. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. And now out comes Minnesota. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
To throw, Cousins. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That goes for a gain of 31. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. On 1st and 10, Cousins. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Mike Zimmer's made the decision. His guys will go for 2. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. Forbath out to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And out trotting. Out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. A play fake to Montgomery. Now Rodgers. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Daniil Hunter in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt.
Here's Sherrills. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now out comes Minnesota. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And he'll get this up to about the 40. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The Vikings on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Rhino! Hey, Clifford! Hey, we're good! Yellow! Gone!
On play action, Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
Let's go!
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Back now at Lambeau. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. 2nd down, Cousins. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. From the gun, here's Cousins. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Mike Daniels in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. Here's Ryan Quigley now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. And it's taken in at the 9. And they're running right through it. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field.
These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Rodgers now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
319. Jump out.
They go play action for Montgomery, and now Rodgers. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Let's go.
Following the interception, Cousins. And that's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. And it's 2nd down.
Sometime in this 4th quarter, someone on defense is going to have to step up and force a turnover.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's only able to get it to right around the 3. Call it a gain of 3. And they're going to face a 3rd down. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Cousins. Got a man, it's right. And they're going to get this one up past the 25. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. This will go for 5 up to the 33.
Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on 1st down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Cousins. And he's able to find Diggs. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 23 yards on the play. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Cousins, he's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
300.
Cousins now from the 50. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this.
Bring the energy. Let's go, let's go.
Cousins on first down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Josh Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And left side here, it's Graham. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Daniil Hunter able to disrupt yet another pass play, his third sack of the afternoon. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on third and long. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Hard throw, incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Now Rodgers, gotta have this one. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. What a throw right there for the first down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket, completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big strike and that big pickup?
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Mike Hughes, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Cousins here to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mike Daniels in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. That was second and 1 for Murray. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
Let's go.
They go play action. Cousins. Flushed out right. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
That is caught right at the 10-yard line. He's padding his already great numbers here in overtime. More importantly, though, moving moving his guys downfield.
And I think that's exactly what's going through his head right now. Moving them downfield, putting them in a position to win the game. The stats, that's for the fantasy guys. I know they're enjoying that show.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.